Have you ever wondered about the history of conflicts between India and Pakistan? Well, it's a tale of two nations, born from the same womb of British colonial rule, yet destined for a path of tumultuous relations marked by a series of wars. The first chapter in this chronicle of conflict begins with the First Indo-Pakistani War, which erupted almost immediately after the partition of British India into India and Pakistan in 1947. The spark that ignited this conflict was the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir, where the Maharaja chose to accede to India, inviting the ire of Pakistan. The war ended in a stalemate, with a United Nations brokered ceasefire leaving the Kashmir region divided between the two countries along the line of control. Fast forward to 1965, and we find ourselves in the midst of the Second Indo-Pakistani War. Unlike its predecessor, this war saw significant conventional warfare between the two nations, with battles raging on land, air, and sea. It was a war that lasted 17 days, causing thousands of casualties on both sides. The war also witnessed the largest engagement of armored vehicles and the largest tank battle since World War II. Yet again, the war ended with diplomatic intervention, this time by the Soviet Union and United States. The year 1971 marked the third major conflict between India and Pakistan, known as the Bangladesh Liberation War. This war was a consequence of the Bangladesh Liberation Movement, which sought independence for East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. India stepped into the fray in support of the Bangladesh independence movement. The conflict ended with the surrender of Pakistani forces in Dhaka, leading to the creation of Bangladesh. This war also witnessed a significant humanitarian crisis, with widespread atrocities and the displacement of millions of people. A war that lasted for 13 days. The last major conflict we shall discuss is the Kargil War of 1999. This limited conflict occurred in the Kargil district of Jammu and Kashmir. In response to infiltration by Pakistani forces, the Indian military launched Operation Vijay. The conflict ended with India regaining control of the infiltrated territory. The Kargil War was a stark reminder of the risk of escalation between the two nuclear-armed neighbors and underscored the importance of international mediation. The wars between India and Pakistan have not been limited to these four major conflicts. There have been several instances of border skirmishes, conflicts over the Siachen Glacier, and other tensions. The relationship between the two countries remains complex, with ongoing disputes over territory, water resources, and other issues. Efforts to resolve these disputes through dialogue and diplomacy continue, albeit with varying degrees of success. In conclusion, the history of conflicts between India and Pakistan is a convoluted saga of territorial disputes, political ideologies, and complex geopolitics. From the First Indo-Pakistani War to the Kargil War, this journey through time offers a unique perspective on the enduring rivalry between these two nations.